Welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast with Jacob Ayers, providing actionable content to help you along your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. As the premier asset class, real estate has helped ordinary people just like you amass fortunes. The benefits of passive income from real estate investing will allow you to live a life you want. And now, your host, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and apartment deal syndicator, Jacob Ayers.
Hi, and welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, episode 136. Hi, I'm your host, Jacob Ayers, and you are listening to Friday Fundamentals. Well, welcome back to this week's episode. I'm so glad you're here. Before we get started, I want you to pat yourself on the back. Yes, you are being an action taker and investing in your education, so for that, you should be proud. Well, hey, let's jump into this week's episode. This week's Friday Fundamental is overnight success. You see, we live in a world of instant gratification, filled with luxuries and modern amenities. This is a social norm for most of us. We have the world literally at our fingertips. With a few correctly positioned touches on your phone, a pizza shows up at your door, or a car ready to take you anywhere you want, or almost anything else you can imagine will show up in your mailbox or doorstep 2 days later. It seems that everywhere you look, people are flaunting wealth, success, and happiness, especially on social media. They claim to have figured out the key to success with the latest cryptocurrency craze, or built a dropship business in just a few short hours, or have unlocked the algorithm to endless online sales via their sales funnel. These online marketers are willing to show you how you too can achieve overnight success like they did by buying their course or enrolling in their coaching program. But truth be told, that dropship business or cryptocurrency probably is not the way they are making their money. Rather, it's from people paying them for these programs, courses, and memberships. At least that's what I found. So there's just one catch. Things worth having and building don't come easy. There isn't such a thing as an overnight success. I want to repeat that. There is no such thing as an overnight success. Success, rather, is the culmination of lots of hard work, determination, and perseverance. No one can sell you these things. In a world of instant gratification, we have to remind ourselves that success isn't instant. Sure, there are some people who win the lottery or inherit empires, but that's not you or I. Well, not everything can be expected so quickly and easily. Take, for example, building a business, or starting and building a career, or raising a family, or anything else that requires blood, sweat, and tears. These things don't happen overnight. So next time you discover a new songwriter, singer, sports athlete, entrepreneur, business owner, or anyone else that burst onto the scene, quote unquote, overnight, I encourage you to look into that person's past. Chances are that person isn't an overnight success who just fell into some lucky deal. They more than likely have been at it for quite some time, putting in work and tons of effort to get where they are. You just only noticed. It takes a lot of days and nights to become an overnight success. Here are 5 things you can do every day to position yourself for success down the road. 1. Read every single day. Reading is like fuel for your mind. It exercises your brain while taking in what could be valuable information depending on what you're reading. I recommend set aside 10 minutes every morning to read. Keep your book by your nightstand, and every night before bed, read a few pages rather than surfing social media, watching TV, or staring at the ceiling. 2. Write down goals every day. The act of writing down your goals has been proven in many scholarly studies to increase your chances of achieving those goals. It keeps the goal at the forefront of your mind. Once you have that big goal, break it down into monthly, weekly, and even daily steps to achieve. 3, listen to podcasts. You're already doing this, so great for you, and obviously I might be a bit biased on this one, but anytime you're running, commuting, and working out are great times to plug in some headphones and catch up on your favorite podcasts. 4, do something, no matter how big or small, every day. Consistent action turns into habits. These habits will generate long-term results far beyond your imagination. And 5, replace bad habits with good ones. By eliminating a bad habit, you're shedding dead weight. But by replacing it with a good habit, you are just adding fuel to your fire to become an unstoppable machine. For example, you could cut back on your use of social media and replace it with said podcast, book, or reviewing your goals. People make the mistake of waiting to launch their business or act on that $1 million idea or travel to that bucket list place. Don't wait until someday to get started, because that day will never come. If you wait until the time is right, you'll never get started. So take action today. Make success a habit. One day, someone will look at you and call you that overnight success. You can chuckle and reflect on all of those years of hard work and dedication you put in. So here's to you becoming an overnight success, one day at a time. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Friday Fundamentals. I really hope you're getting value from these shows. If you like what you've heard, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. For more information, resources, and to connect with me, visit www.jacobayers.com. Go out there and engineer the lifestyle you want.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, providing you actionable content to build your real estate empire. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for personal advice. The opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have a potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom, LLC, exclusively.